What's going on, guys? This is Raymond Iron by McKinney. Today, I'm going to go more in depth about when I'm talking about dimensions, regarding third dimensions, fourth dimensions, and fifth dimensions. Where I also talk about that the universe is forever expanding. Here and now, it's forever expanding. We are expanding through the universe, and the universe is forever expanding through ourselves. Not only expanding, but spiraling around ourselves as well. The space-time continuum curving around and within ourselves as presence of mass. That's how I see gravity, guys. Everything gravitates and coincides around and within the focus point of ourselves. That's what gravity is. That's how I view gravity. And I'm going to explain the fifth dimension, fourth dimension, third dimension I think a great example I'm going to explain in a way such as playing chess, for example. You know, maybe the Harry Potter movie where he was playing against, he was on the chessboard, and when he makes certain moves, the outcome corresponds to that. But it's really, guys, playing chess against your own self. That's the key to all this. So when I talk about fifth dimension, the fifth dimension, and even beyond, that's you, the master chess player, the master magician. Your own expanding spatial awareness. Your forever expanding spatial awareness. And the fourth dimension being the entire chessboard with many plays, involving many plays to choose from, or frames to view through, to subconsciously view through. And then the third dimension is how the pieces on the chessboard are positioned, how they appear to be objectively, how they appear to be, how they're objectively positioned. And the objects in three-dimensional space, guys, they must follow fourth dimension. They must correspond to what's happening in the fourth dimensions, because a two-dimensional shadow, or think of it like this too, a three-dimensional shadow, such as a cube, manifests a two-dimensional shadow. A fourth-dimensional tesseract manifests a three-dimensional cube, or a three-dimensional shadow or cube. So when I talk about the fifth dimension, fourth dimension, and third dimension, the fifth dimension being your own expanded spatial awareness, the fourth dimension being the entire field, or infinitely many refracted non-local frames to subconsciously view through, to subconsciously focus your expanded spatial awareness through. You expand through one of those points in time, those coordinate points or frames in time. And the third dimension is what's being spherically manifested through and around you. And that's how I see things like the Big Bang, guys. When we think of Big Bang, it's just constantly expanding, and yet we're just getting one of infinitely many viewpoints of the forever expanding universe. So wherever I put my attention, that's what's being revealed through me. My car over there, that white car over there, relative to myself, that car is being spherically manifested through me because it's stored in my subconscious memory. And when I'm talking about the subconscious, guys, I'm really talking about the fourth dimension, being able to access one of those frames or memories or images. And when I live from one of those frames or memories or images, when I live from one of those frames, when I think through those frames, when I view through those frames subconsciously, that's what's being spherically manifested through me and around me. Not just through me, but it's also concealing itself around me. We're simply, you and I, guys, are phasing through spheres of experience moment by infinitesimal moment. This is not just a solid universe, guys. It's not a solid universe. like when I'm standing on the ground, it's not horizontal. It's not perfectly horizontal. There's a curvature. The curvature of the space-time continuum. And that's what I talk about. I saw this cool image where it's like an infinite, like a hallway of infinite door frames or doors to view through. Not just a hallway, but also a spiraling hallway. And within that middle of the hallway is the focus, is the gravity. Gravity being the center, like being the point of mass, the focus point. And the space-time continuum curves around the focus point of mass. You are the focus point of mass, guys. Wherever you place your attention, the space-time continuum of objective experiences spirals and gravitates around and within yourself as the focus point of inception. You are selecting one of infinitely many viewpoints of reality, moment by infinitesimal moment, interstellar realities. Nothing comes to you guys. Everything is forever expanding and spiraling and gravitating around and within yourself, relative to yourself. All things mathematically and perfectly coincide relative to your oriented, attuned, frequent, live by inner focus and inner self-talk, self-narrative. What's your self-narrative in relation to your circumstances, guys? Your self-narrative determines your objective position in the 3 dimensions. Your self-talk, being able to access the 4th dimension. The 4th dimension is what frame are you selected from? What piece on the chessboard are you mentally moving? When you access that 4th dimension, when you rearrange events in the 4th dimensions, guys, 3 dimensions must conform. And though it doesn't seem like it's happening in the moment, realize this too, guys. That's the beauty of repetition too. It's repeating those same moves, playing those scenes over and over in your mind, in the 4th dimension, the subconscious mind, with your 5th dimension spatial awareness. Wherever you place your focus and attention through, guys, whatever frame you're focusing through, you're expanding through that frame, and it's being spherically manifested through and around yourself. It's being spherically, like a snowball. It just snowballs in the form. I also showed another cool thing too. It's like a sphere expanding within inside the boundaries of a cube. And that's the beauty. Or it's like it's a sphere morphing into a cube. So though it appears it's like we live in a cubic universe from this point of view. When you expand even further, when you expand deeper, guys, you realize we live in a spherical universe, a spherical spiraling, expanding, spiraling universe. We're not just expand through the universe, guys. We're not just us, but the universe itself is forever expanding through ourselves, moment by infinitesimal moment. So whatever choice you make, whatever frame of reference you're looking through mentally in the 4th dimensions, that's how it's going to objectively appear in the 3 dimensions. It's being spherically manifested through and around yourself, relative to yourself. All things mathematically and perfectly coincide relative to your oriented, attuned, frequent, live by focus. All events, they're parallel to each other, guys, and yet they never touch, and yet that's the cool thing about a spiral too. Infinitely spiraling. The curving lines, they never touch. And yet they're infinitely spiraling around and within the focus point. And you are the focus point of inception. Your focus, live by inner focus, reveals your objective reality. The deeper your focus, objective reality reveals more of itself relatively faster. That's how freaking amazing life is, guys. All that you behold, though it appears without, is within your imagination, of which this world mortality is but a shadow, by William Blake. Your focus, live by focus, reveals your objective reality. How do you see yourself in relation to the universe, guys? You're orienting yourself in a hall of infinitely framed, fragmented, non-local mirrors parallel to one another. They never physically touch. They never physically touch. And yet you're orienting yourself in a hall of infinitely framed mirrors parallel to one another. So you see aspects of yourself moment by infinitesimal moment. The more you put your attention focused on something, the more those events spherically manifest. They become more obvious to you. The more you pay attention to the subtle things. When you put your attention on the subtle things, they become more obvious. The coincidences and synchronicities become more obvious to you. When you become so increasingly observant of what already exists here now, guys. We're not trying to create anything. We're not trying to destroy anything. It's simply self-recognizing what already exists here now, guys. Within ourselves, being revealed or projected through ourselves, moment by infinitesimal moment. You and I are simply exploring our infinite self. Our infinite selves. Science as well, guys. Science is just an optimization. Science is forever exploring. Science is forever discovering what already exists. Don't solely and that's where that beauty of me combining science and magic. That just science in itself, guys, is magic. Science is just optimizing. That's all it is. It's just optimizing. It's in progression. But when you're the one who visualizes beyond, when you visualize, science follows in the footsteps or the shadow of the light, the visionary or light. You are the light. And science follows in your footsteps, guys. Science follows in your footsteps. That's all they do. They're part of the system. They're part of the system. They're not lying. They're just showing, like they're only showing results through, based on someone's self-image. Your self-image determines the statistics of life. When you see statistics of anyone, or any statistics or probabilities and all that, guys, they are only byproducts of the one who has a self-image of themselves. A self-image. Your self-image determines your objective reality, guys, relative to yourself. Do not let science get in your way. Do not let probability or statistics get in your way. Do not even let me get in your way. I'm only sharing these messages as a catalyst. I want you to go beyond what I'm even saying, guys. This is how freaking powerful we are. Our self-observation determines our objective reality. How we put our position in three-dimensional or objective reality. Our focus, our inner focus, reveals our objective reality. So, again, I'm going to recap. The fifth dimension being your own expanding spatial awareness. You expand through one of those frames in time, being the fourth dimension. You're expanding through one of those specific frames. When you select one of those specific frames in time, being the fourth dimension, that's what's being spherically, that frame in time is being spherically manifested through and around yourself as three-dimensional experiences. Your focus reveals objective reality, guys. Your focus, your inner focus, your inner convinced self-talk, self-narrative reveals your objective reality. When you truly live by it, that's how you're positioned. That's how you appear to be in objective reality. You exist everywhere at once now. All you're doing is attuning yourself, orienting and attuning your focus in relation to one of those coordinate points or frames in time. That's it. Because, like, say another example is I'm on the porch right here, and at the same time I'm simultaneously existing somewhere else, saying like ride my bike on a highway or something. I'm simultaneously existing in 2 points at the same time, guys. It's just when I put my attention and focus on something else, that's where I appear to be inevitably. I inevitably appear to be there. Wherever I am mentally and subconsciously, guys, I always say this too. Wherever I am mentally and subconsciously in the fourth dimension, there I appear to be objectively and physically in the three dimensions. And that goes for you too. It's not just me, guys, but it's you too. This is universal. We have the power to explore life, guys. We're not trying to make something happen. We're simply exploring what already exists within ourselves, being revealed through ourselves moment by infinitesimal moment. You're simply exploring life, guys. You are forever exploring life. There is no shortage. There is no lack. There is nothing like that. You cannot lack anything. You cannot lack what you already have because you contain everything, guys. You contain the infinitive creation. It's being forever revealed through yourself. You are forever recognizing what already exists within yourself, being revealed through yourself moment by infinitesimal moment. So, guys, this is a little bit of a longer video, relatively longer speaking, because time is now. Time is now. Time is eternal and time is now. Time is relative. But yeah, this is a video, guys. I find it very important, and I want to share it with you. And guys, I bless you all. I hope this message helps a ton. I bless you all, and happy manifesting. What will the Iron Body do? I am the Iron Body. Life is rigged in my favor. I am a master manifesting. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful?